while you're waiting on that, I'm gonna step over with this gentleman, but I'll get back with you when your stuff is over there.
Okay,
How you doing?
pretty good. How are you?
Good. You wanna step out over here?
Sure.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, dear, what can I do for you? What you doing?
They weren't able to explain it?
Expunge what? What you got?
No, they weren't able to explain it to you?
You said they weren't able to? Okay, let's see.
This record here
This one?
has a date of 9/5/2020. It says not prosecuted. The same record here, since 2011, holds the same probation violation and charge. Same statute.
Okay, so,
But the record shows 9/5/2020, which
okay, so first let me explain to you that this is all one. So you see that number 4? The 4, that means that there have been 4 arrests, and so each arrest has a cycle. So this is number 4, and in number 4, this is the arrest for that. Then it comes down and tells you this is the courts for that. That's why they both say cycle 4. So this was the arrest, this was the charge. You went to court, and you're saying that right here, okay, and it says restrict non-judicial process. Okay, so this does not mean that it was removed. We have to, anytime you arrest somebody, you gotta show that you took that person in. Now, they didn't move forward, so what you can do, did you go to the courts and get a copy of your dispo from the courts? You did? Okay, do you have that, or did you, do you remember what it said?
this is supposed to be expunged off my record. I had a lawyer, and I'll probably have to go back to him because this is inaccurate information.
Okay.
Which, if I applied to a state job or anything like that, I was not on probation in 2020, 9/5/2020. I was not arrested since 2011. This is more than 15 years ago. And applying for a job now, when they asked me verbatim, and when I called, the lady had no explanation to the people who were asking what this probation violation was for, being that the date shows 9/5/2020. This is the reason why I was here today, to figure out if I can get accurate information.
Okay, so the sheriff's office, we can't make a decision on this. What we can do is we would have to give you an application, and you would fill it out, and we would submit that to the courts, because we don't get to make the decision. Just like we can't decide if somebody's guilty or innocent, we simply take them to court. The courts have to make a decision. So,
The courts have made a decision in 2011.
well, then they would have to submit some paperwork. Now, if you have a copy of that disposition from the courts, do you have a copy of that showing that decision?
Yeah, those are the records that, of course, I would have to bring to court with a lawyer, to be honest. What I'm trying to get an understanding of is the record itself, and why is it still showing 9/5/2020?
Until the courts until the courts say to GCIC, remove this, they're not going to move forward. Because a judge has to sign off on this. So if you have something like your disposition for your case where the judge has said that, and then you can show that. Now remember, this is a different arrest because this is number 3 of 3. So number 4.
She's calling her too. I'm gonna stand right here.
Completed conditional discharge, 10/11/11, dismissed. That's the date.
Okay, this again is cycle 3. That's not the case that you are discussing with me. This is a Cobb PD case. You're discussing cycle 4, which is the sheriff's case. And we, again, unless the courts send us something or you bring us a notarized copy of that disposition saying, and it's stamped and it shows that this is a restricted letter or charge, then we can copy it and we can do our part, but this we can't touch. This has to be touched by GCIC, so you can do the application to start that process. Or if you have that disposition and want to reach out to them yourselves and show them that you have it.
So I have to go to where to get the disposition?
Okay, so if you want a disposition on your cases, you're gonna go.
Not on the cases, that one we're talking about, 004.
If you want the disposition for number 4, this is your number 4. You're gonna go to Superior Court and you will talk to them about a copy of the disposition for this case. And again, if it says that it's restricted, then you can submit and talk to GCIC. They may ask you for a copy of it because nobody removes anything without a judge signing off on it. Or if you want to start an application with us, and then we'll submit it and request an approval for that to be handled. But we can't touch it, we can't decide, hey, we're
So
gonna.
that's the request I need to sign and put in to have that removed, is that what you're saying?
You would sign this if you were gonna have us put in. If you were gonna have us put in, you would fill this out, and then we do the paperwork to submit it. If you want to submit it to them, then you can get a copy of that disposition and you reach out to them. Because without us submitting this to the courts, so that the courts can come back and say, yeah, well, we're gonna, yes or no, we can't touch it.
And the disposition meaning, what does that mean?
That is the final decision on a case. Guilt or innocence, this is the final decision on a case.
9/5/2020, I was never on probation, do you understand that?
Okay, what I'm saying to you is because they didn't receive anything and they're just dating, we don't have anything as of that date. That's all they're saying. They're not saying that, hey, they gave us this and this. Everybody's waiting and we can't, if it's not for the courts, they have to make a decision. We don't have that power.
So if I go there today, I'll take that piece of paper with me, but I need to turn that in here in order for you to turn that paperwork in?
This is if you want to apply, and the only place you would be applying would be through us. If you want to apply through the courts, then you probably need to get with that attorney that you already paid. That application is out there on the GBI's website for the public.
I know,
But I'm just saying, if you want to fill that out today and start it with us, and we'll do a packet and send up for a request, and they'll give us a decision. Going through us can take at least 4 months. Sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's faster.
so I need to go to where? I need to go to, where am I being sent to talk to a judge about this disposition? Where do I go? Because 4 months.
Okay,
That just
so
seems kind
you're,
of
okay, so your option through us would be the application, and it does take a while.
okay.
Your other option is going to be, if you want to go over to Superior Court and ask them for a copy of your disposition, And if it's saying that it is restricted, then you can reach out to GCIC. If it's not saying,
GCIC is you guys, correct?
no, sir. GCIC is the, here's your front page here for you. All right, that's your GCIC, which is your Georgia Crime Information Center. That is the center that holds everybody's history, including mine.
So go to Superior Court today?
You can go and you can get a copy of it. If it says it's restricted, then you can reach out to them. If it's not, then your option is, as you said, your attorney or an application through us.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you.
All right.
Superior Court for a copy of the disposition. Superior Court to get a copy of a disposition. Superior Court to get a copy of a disposition. Superior Court to get a copy of a disposition. Alright, so Superior Court. So now we have to find Superior Court to get a copy of a disposition. So Superior Court to get a copy of the disposition. Pretty good. If I'm going to get to Superior Court to get a copy of a disposition, this isn't the building, correct?
Superior Court is down the stairs, across the street into the next building.
Okay.
The deputies over there tell you where to go from here.
Superior Court to get a copy of a disposition. Superior Court to get a copy attorney's report.
That's a girl. Ominous.